Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how to make barbecue ribs without a grill, smoker, or even a yard. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make pork spare ribs in your home where you may have been stuck for the last however many months this is during COVID, and you don't have a yard, you don't have a grill, you don't have a smoker, but you really need to eat some barbecue. This is what we're going to do today. We're going to take these ribs, we're going to make our own spice rub, we're going to rub it down with mustard and spice rub, and we're going to cook the whole thing in the oven, and it will taste barbecuey, trust me. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a spice rub for the ribs, and that's where the ribs are going to get pretty much all of its flavor. And it's a combination of like salty, spicy. I do put a little bit of sugar in there to help the meat caramelize and to fully balance the flavors. So the first thing you're going to need to make your rub is smoked paprika, cayenne, black pepper, brown sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, ground cumin, ground coriander, salt, dried thyme, and dried oregano. Okay, so for our spice rub, we're going to start off with the main ingredient, which is smoked paprika. And the reason why we're using smoked paprika, and it's the main part of this, is it's how we're going to get our smoky flavor without actually smoking the meat. For a list of all the ingredients and exact measurements, check the description below. So I got my smoked paprika, very important. You want to get smoked sweet paprika, not the spicy one. Now we're going to add our cayenne, because we do want some spice, black pepper, brown sugar, garlic powder, onion powder. And what we're doing right now is, after we mix all these dry ingredients together, this is ground cumin, we'll set it aside, but you probably will have extra, which is okay because this will last forever. And if you want to make more ribs, or if you want to sprinkle this on chicken or steak later, it's just a handy thing to have around. Ground coriander, salt, dried thyme leaves, woo, and dried oregano. Okay, and then once we're done with that, all we're doing is we're just whisking to combine, and it really is that easy. And then we're just going to set it aside. Okay, now that we have our rib rub made, let me tell you about the rest of the ingredients that you're going to need. The rest is actually very, very simple. You just need a rack of pork spare ribs, some simple yellow mustard. You could use any flavor mustard that you want. I would not use honey mustard though, because it has sugar in it. And your favorite barbecue sauce. This is my favorite barbecue sauce, Everett Jones. It's made just over the bridge in Oakland. I love the balance of the sweetness, the heat, but it particularly has a real smokiness to it, which is going to add to the overall smokiness of the ribs when you put it in your mouth. Okay, so we got our pork spare ribs. Let's get that open. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this layer of silver skin on the back of the ribs. You're going to have to get intimate with this rack of ribs if you want to eat it. Okay, so I got underneath the skin here. And once you get a good piece going, you can pull back pretty big sections at a time. See how that starts to come off? And what you want to do is you want to remove all of that. And that is only from the under part of the rib. Okay, now that you've peeled that silver skin off the underlayer of the ribs, we're going to coat the entire rack in mustard, and you're actually going to rub that mustard into that. It's going to give it some extra flavor, and then it also is going to help the rub create a nice coating. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to liberally coat this one side with our pre-made rub. All right, so let's get that on there. It's a nice coat on that side. Flip that over, and then we'll do that same thing. We're gonna coat with mustard, and then we're gonna coat with the rub again. Once we get this all coated, we're gonna wrap it in foil. We're gonna roast it in a very low oven, 325 for 3.5 hours. So you basically want to start these ribs. If you want them for dinner, get them in the oven by like 1 or 2 o'clock. Now, I got my foil. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap this. You do want it to be sealed. And that's it. You're just gonna put this in the oven. It's super important that it is sealed in foil because it's also gonna steam, which is gonna help it get that fall off the bone texture later. So that goes into a 325-degree oven for 3.5 hours. Okay, so it's been 3.5 hours. Let's check our ribs. Let's see. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna crank the oven all the way up. So take your oven, it's probably gonna go 500, 550. I wouldn't necessarily do broil because I don't want you to burn your ribs. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take your favorite barbecue sauce and you're gonna very liberally coat. I'm actually gonna use my tongs. You could also just let these cool a little bit, but we don't have time for that right now. Flip that back over. We're gonna liberally coat that. Oh, I can smell the smoke in the sauce. Okay, so done with that. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this, I'll take some of this foil off so it doesn't catch in the oven. And I'm gonna throw it in a super hot oven. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna bake the sauce onto the meat. It's gonna caramelize a little bit. And it's gonna be barbecue-y. So back into an oven at the highest setting. And I'm gonna let that go for about 10, 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Don't go run errands or do something crazy like that. Okay, it's in about 10 minutes. My ribs have been in the oven. Ooh, look at that. So these are ready. I am going to move this onto the cutting board. And the other thing that's nice about this is because I used foil the whole time, minimal cleanup. Let's cut some ribs. And my knife really just slides right through that. There you go, barbecue ribs.
And the action starts now.
Okay. Am I going?
No.
Well, you said rolling.
Oh, it's different from action. It just means the camera is rolling.
How am I supposed to know that?
Alright. You've been doing this for
I know, but you know, it's the same way I've been selling Eggs Benedict for over a decade and you still don't know what they are.
And
You're like, fair enough, mother.
And action.